When you try your best but you don't succeed. So today's video is on failure, which I believe that everybody struggles with at some point in their life. You feel like a failure, you feel like you failed somebody or something, a task that you've done. It is really hard when you try to help somebody and they feel like a failure for something that they've done. And that just makes you feel like you failed because you tried really hard to help that person or to prevent them from feeling like a failure. And when they say, I failed, I've done something wrong, I messed up, you're like, well, and you can't help them, and you don't know what to do, and you feel lost, and you feel trapped, and you feel like a failure yourself, and it's really hard to be or see failing, because failing is sad. One thing that we can learn from failure is learning from our mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're all going to fail at some time, and we all need to know that there's so much more out there for us to feel like the world is over because we failed. Certain things happen in your life where, you're going to have to fail sometimes because everybody fails, or else, there wouldn't be winners in life. So you would have, never won if somebody didn't fail. And you would have never gotten over that if somebody wouldn't fail to get you there. And it makes our triumphs so much greater and better and makes you feel so much happier in your greater days. It's really sad to see people let failure ruin their whole life. Let failure take them into darkness to make them feel like they have nothing left, like they're worthless or useless. And it's upsetting to see somebody go through that, and it's really hard to try and help them when you feel like you can't, and that makes you feel like a failure. And when you feel like there's nothing else you can do, that makes you feel like a failure. But there's always light, and there's always going to be a miracle that will happen that will save somebody's life someday. Each day, little miracles happen. Each day, something amazing happens, and something amazing will happen to you. And we have our bad days, and we're always going to have bad days, and we're always going to fail, and there's always going to be something that's going to trip us up and screw us over and mess us up, and we're going to feel like we can't get out of that ever. But we can. There's so much hope out there. There's so much light out there, and it's amazing. I'm actually going to tell you guys a story. One of my friends, he's struggled with some stuff, and he feels like he doesn't like the way his life is going, and he doesn't like failure, and he's had really hard struggles in his past, but he has made it so far from there. And whenever he says, I don't know what I can do now, or I have nothing left to live, I tell him to think of what he had in the past, which he says he had nothing. And now he comes here and he has something, and he has so much more that's built from that. And he'll always be like, oh yeah, but this is happening. I'm like, yeah, but that was happening, and you got through that, and you made this change, and you're an amazing person, and you were an amazing person, and you still are an amazing person. You can never forget that, and you can never let failure or failing somebody bring you down from that, because you are amazing, and you're wonderful. And you should never feel that somebody you have failed, somebody who does something, makes you a failure, because the fact that you tried to help that person makes you a winner. It makes you spectacular and beautiful, and anything that you think that you aren't, you are, because that was just amazing, that thing that you did to help that person. And if you ever think that you're a failure and that you let that person down, you didn't, because you made that effort to help them. And that is amazing. And you helped that person. You tried. You helped them a little bit, and you planted that seed in their body that they're going to remember forever, that you helped them, that you made that effort. And even if it didn't help them then, it will help them in the future. That even if you didn't help them at that second, that you started that miracle that is happening right now, and that they are thankful for everything that you've done for them, and they love you for that, and they never want you to feel like you're a failure. They never want you to feel like you failed them, because you didn't, because you helped them in that little tiny way or that huge way, that you are amazing for what you've done, for everything that you've chosen to do to help somebody that day, and you are never a failure. You are never a failure. You are a beautiful child of God. And how do you think God feels when you say that you're a failure? Do you think that he ever feels like he failed you because you did something bad? No, because he's helping you every day. When you look outside, what do you see? You see little miracles happening every day. Even if there's the grass growing is a miracle. What if that grass was all dead? And maybe it is dead, but it's there. And maybe it's just dirt, but dirt can be turned into grass. And you should know that you can plant seeds wherever, and with certain care that you give it, you can make it grow into a flower or turn it into grass that is outside right now. There's grass, and I am thankful for that grass, and that somebody helped to grow it, and somebody helped to make it beautiful and green and lovely and spectacular, and that person is you, and that grass is thankful for you, that you planted it, and that you started that seed, and that other people could come and water it, and other people could come and make sure that it's in the sun. That person is thankful that you even planted the seed, and they love you for that. And even if they don't realize that you helped them, that you did. And you should always know that, and you are never a failure, and you never should ever think that, and you should never think that because you think you're a failure, that you don't need to be here anymore, that your life is over, because you aren't a failure. You are lovely, and I love you guys, and I'm so thankful for you guys, and I want you guys to know how loved you are by everybody. By everybody. They love you in some way, and even if they don't show it, because it's hard for them, because you've done things, or that you're, I don't know. You are amazing, and I love you guys so much, and I want you guys to always know how amazing you are, and always know that your trials do not make you who you are. You make you who you are. You have a choice to not do that thing. You have a choice to help people, and you should, and you are loved, and I love you guys, and plant that seed for somebody. Make that person know how blessed they are to have you in their life, because you are amazing, and you are awesome, and there's so much that can come out of you, because you are you, and you're amazing just the way you are, and you have so much potential for everything in the world. Anything that you want to do it. Go for it. Your dreams can be a reality, because it's you who makes them that way. People help you along the way, but it is you who is the star of your own life movie, and you are never, ever a failure. Never, ever think that you're a failure, because you are never failing, ever. And I love you guys, and I hope that you guys understand how loved and blessed you are to live the life that you do. Bye.